get home from work and you're still standing in your dressing gown. Well, what am I to do? I know all the things around your head.
You want to use the gesso straight, don't water it down, and put it on nice and thick. You don't want to put a thick layer on, but the gesso itself is viscous, it's very thick in consistency. You just want to put a light coating of this thick gesso on your paper. Make sure the whole surface is covered. Then you're going to take your material, whether it's old pattern, scraps you found, pages from a book. I like pages from an old dictionary. I'd rather have one that's all colored, but this is fine. We have neat little pictures here, so decide which photograph you would want to use. And I'm going to line the bottom edge of that page up with the bottom edge of my journal page, my gessoed page. And then you're going to slowly roll it down, pushing out air bubbles. You know, if you have an old credit card or a piece of cardboard, it works really well to press out air bubbles and make sure that your two pages are making good contact. You want to make sure there's no air bubbles. Air bubbles will keep it from adhering. You want to make sure that this page is being pressed into the gesso. So as I lay this out, I'm going to work from the center out, and you'll see here, if I move this, maybe you'll see a little better. You'll see it'll push some of the gesso out if you have it too thick. That's why you don't want to put the gesso on and glop it on. So I'm going to just work center out with my old credit card. There you can see a little bead of gesso coming out. And you'll be able to see where it's not making contact. Wrinkles are okay. Things that you might typically consider imperfections will actually make your page more interesting later. And again, this is just where we're going to be putting things later. So we're just kind of making a beautiful home for your writings, your photographs, and your drawings. Have it. If you have a bead like this, you can just scrape that off and then wipe off your card if it's something you're going to use again. I wouldn't do this with a credit card that you're still using, only an old one. All right.